Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon OmegaRuby. I'm your host, PokeGamer. In the last episode, we kind of got started on Route 113, got introduced into secret bases. I believe that was the last episode. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be finishing off Route 113, making our way to Fallarbor town, and we're going to meet another new, somewhat kind of new character, at least in this Let's Play. So we'll be doing that as well. Something to kind of keep your eyes on, I suppose. But yeah, that's something that we're going to be doing. We're also going to be getting started on the route immediately after, which I think is Route 114. Can't remember off the top of my head because I usually don't pay attention to the route numbers when they change. Usually, you know, only whenever I need to whatever. So, yeah, we're just going to be kind of progressing through the story a little bit more. More or less a lot more trainers and stuff. It got to a point actually where things decided to crap out on me. Kind of hoping that I don't really run into a problem like that again. But I mean, it still kind of happened, so I still had to deal with it. But as a result, I kind of know what pretty much all these trainers use. I even know that this Aaron doesn't have a fucking, doesn't have the fucking sturdy ability, so I don't have to worry about whether or not, you know, it's going to be a pain in my ass. So I mean, because, you know, why not? You'll see me change around my team a little bit here and there. It's to kind of accommodate the Pokemon that each trainer uses, except for one of them, which is going to be a double battle later down the line, and you'll understand partly why I decide to use like the Pokemon that I use. But yeah, so I mean, it's just something that you know, you kind of want to keep in mind. So I mean, good news. There's actually some really good news. I do kind of hope that people are, you know, still paying much attention, because I'm sure everyone likes Pokemon a lot more than me. But there is good news. I'm going to I'm going to lose my voice first, which is amazing news. That way everyone doesn't have to put up with me, really. And just kidding. Really hate when my voice does this crap. Anyways, the actual good news is I'm working on getting a Wii U at the moment, and hopefully in the upcoming months I think you need an Elgato for it. I think it's one of those types of capture cards that you can get. I'm going to try and work on getting one of those as well. So I don't know if I'm going to be have any luck getting like a bundle for like the Mario Kart 8 one, or the well, I can't speak right now. The Mario Kart 8 bundle, I'm not sure if I can really find those anymore. I don't know if I really want to do the Smash Brothers one either. I might, just because you're less likely to destroy, I guess, a game controller rather than, you know, your actual 3DS. Obviously, I wouldn't want to deal with that. Plus, there's the fact that if I do get the Smash Brothers game at some point, I probably will get the Wii U version of it. But if I do that, then obviously I can get, you know, Mewtwo. So maybe I can get that bundle. I don't know. We'll have to see how things play out. I'm going to try and eventually bring other console games to this channel, hopefully. So cross your fingers, you know. If you guys have Wii U titles that you would like to see me cover at some point, I can definitely look into them, of course. I'm not experienced with all kinds of games. Like if you were to hand me Call of Duty or something, I'd probably just be completely terrible at it. I just suck at first-person shooters. Despite that, of course, if you want to call it like a first-person shooter type of thing, there is one game that I do definitely want to get, and if it does have like, I'm pretty sure it does have like the online multiplayer thing. It's Splatoon. I'm sure like anyone that watched the E3 trailer for that is well aware of how cool this game pretty much is. It's kind of got that kiddie feel to it, but at the same time, you kind of just can't help but like imagine paintball and stuff like that. So it's a game that I definitely want to play, and I'm kind of hoping that a bunch of my friends get it as well. So it's something that if I do happen to get my Wii U in the next like month or two, and you guys get the game as well when that game comes out, which is supposed to be sometime I think between April or June, something like that, or anywhere between then. I think it's called the Q2, like second quarter or 2Q or Q2, quarter second, something like that. I don't know how they phrase that, but it's supposed to be around then. So if you guys get that game and it, you know, for some reason, you know, comes out as something you can't play online, that would be kind of retarded. So I'm assuming it'll be an online type of thing. So if you guys happen to get it as well, I wouldn't mind playing with my subscribers because it'd be kind of cool to do. hopefully in the future I can also work on getting set up on Twitch. I would like to start doing Wi-Fi battles with people. I'd like to maybe do Mario Kart 8. You know, again, Splatoon's also an option. Things like that. I'd like to start doing things like that. And part of my problem is that I don't have a really good computer. I have one of those average desktops that you can kind of get by with if you're not really doing anything major on it. Of course, me, I play L-Sword, I play, or not, well, I guess you can play in Photoshop. There's also the fact that, believe it or not, despite the fact that it's a capture card, it still can be kind of laggy on my computer. It's not as laggy as you can obviously tell, because otherwise everyone would probably complain about it. But it can still kind of put a little bit of a strain on the computer. Because, I mean, it's still trying to run the actual 3DS's screens without lagging very much. The same applies to the sound. That kind of brings up another thing that I might try to work on later down the line, is getting something to kind of get better quality sound with my capture card. Hopefully I'll be able to come into like some money to do that at some point as well. I'm actually really working to try hard enough to get better stuff for this channel. I might work on getting like one of those Yeti mics with one of the filters or whatever. I may try to do that. There's a lot of stuff that I really want to do for this channel. There's a lot of things that I want to bring to people, whether or not people enjoy watching me or not. The people that do actually enjoy watching my stuff, I definitely want to kind of, you know, bring better quality stuff, and I want to be able to do that. But obviously it's gonna happen over time. It's just something that we have to be very patient with. I don't know like how this might work when it comes to the whole Let's Playing thing. I'll have to double check it and make sure that, you know, make sure that I can kind of make room for certain things. Like if I decide that I want to do 2 Let's Plays at the same time, then yeah, I'm gonna have to kind of, you know, prioritize everything. I'm gonna have to, and that was annoying, by the way, clicking the television. It won't shut the hell up. But cool story, I suppose. But anyways, like I was saying, I'm going to definitely try and bring a lot more to this channel in the upcoming year. Obviously, 2015, just as every other year, at the beginning of the year is the time of year where you decide, you know, I want to do better than I did the previous year, and I'm really praying to do that. I'm kind of already starting, I would hope. I would hope that everyone thinks that I'm actually going in a little bit better of a direction now that I have the capture card for the 3DS, and hopefully we can start recording things for things like maybe the Wii U and maybe even other consoles towards the end of next year, and maybe from there we can actually kind of start working towards Twitch, and then, you know, turning this into something a lot more. If that kind of, you know, isn't me losing my voice again. So, but I guess it's enough rambling about that. I guess not many people do care about something like that. I just kind of wanted to, you know, rant or ramble a little bit about what I'd like to do for this channel. And I'm sure that a lot of people probably get pissed off at me because I talk about random crap, even though the game in front of us is obviously not, you know, Splatoon or, you know, Smash Brothers or Wind Waker or, you know, something like that, because obviously I might end up getting something like that instead of, you know, because bundles, you know, bundles are better to, you know, pick up. And I know that the Wind Waker one is still kind of floating around. I know the Smash Brothers one is a little bit, you know, it's actually still around. It's just, you know, it's more expensive than the others for obvious reasons. I mean, Smash Brothers is just a really popular game, so I don't know. But yeah, I know people don't really enjoy me rambling about random crap, but it's something that I feel like people that are sort of like lifelong viewers that have been here for a while, yeah, it's something that they might enjoy hearing, because I'm sure that, you know, all of the Pokemon on this channel has grown tiresome to people. The main reason why I went with OmegaRuby is because it's a newer game. It's Hoenn. It's one of my favorite generations. I had to do this game. But I think I've mentioned this in the past. It's not going to be only Pokemon on this channel, of course. Once I branch off into something... Okay, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a heads up on how things are going to work. I have to try and remember that I'm going to do this, of course, which it's probably going to be something I remember to do when we get around to it, but it's something that I feel like I need to mention. Pokemon's something that's really easy for me to do. I can easily just do it every single day of the week. Hell, if I really wanted to kind of take away from time for myself, I could even do it on the weekends. And believe it or not, obviously I wouldn't mind doing something full-fledged like that, but I kind of would prefer to do that under different circumstances, if that makes much sense. What I want to do whenever it comes to a game that's not Pokemon related, because usually it can be a little bit more difficult, especially if it's a game I've never played, like maybe a genre I've never played before, or maybe I've never played the game before, or maybe it's a remake of a game that I still haven't played before and I still don't know what I'm really doing with it. I might need people to be a little bit more patient with me about it. So, like, I might need time off screen to kind of play through the area, figure it out, so that way in the next episode I can do everything that I learned from, you know, playing it off screen and, you know, things like that, as long as it's not a game that auto saves, of course. But yeah, like, I will probably be doing maybe 3 episodes during the weekdays, and then I might start doing Wi-Fi battles for the other 2 days. That way there's still Pokemon content, of course, in here, because my channel is called ThePikaWu. Obviously I have to continue having Pokemon content on here, despite the fact that I may branch off into, you know, Let's Plays that are not Pokemon related. By the way, speaking of Pokemon related, our next team member, Swablu, hooray, we caught one, and it was actually pretty early on in the encountering. I think it was actually the first encounter in the area. Also, apparently we've only encountered it once, even though we could have actually seen it twice, because you saw them flying in the overworld through the, you know, the top screen, of course, and as a result, the bottom screen, you could have gone to the Dex Nav, and it would have been like, oh, hey, well, you encountered it because it was there. So, I mean, you can do that. Here's another cool thing, and there's not much time for me to really talk about other things, so I'm just going to continue from OmegaRuby from here. If you come in here, this is the same chick that works with the PCs. You get not only a C-Dot doll, but you also can talk to her again immediately after, and you'll kind of get this little, you know, cut screen into a black screen, and then you'll come back to this. And what happens is she will take, okay, if you go into like your Pokemon PC type of thing, where you go to organize your Pokemon and whatnot, normally it goes like deposit, withdraw, etc., and then you have the organized Pokemon thing. Well, believe it or not, you can move that organized Pokemon option to the top, so you never have to go down to get to it anymore. You can just keep button mashing A. So it's something that obviously I feel like everyone would want to really know about if they didn't already know about it. It's something that I know a lot of people have actually overlooked. I know that Serebii's actually, I think they've updated like a while ago about it, saying, okay, this is actually a feature that we didn't even know about. And I know that a friend of mine, Mootypwns, I think she did a video on it as well, because I'm pretty sure everyone doesn't really like having to go down to do whatever. They would much rather, you know, just go straight to it, and honestly, I'm the same way. It's something that, believe it or not, even still to this day, I'm getting used to, and despite the fact that we only got the game, like, I don't know, a month ago. So, yeah. There's also some stuff I want to talk about, and I don't think we have a little bit of time. Something Elsword related that I really want to mention really quick. I'm not going to go into major details. Go over to their website, en.elswordonline.com, for more information. But there are 2 cool things that you can do right now. There's a new base, or a new job change for Aura. If you make an Aura, I think between now and either Saturday or sometime before Christmas, you can instantly level her up to level 35, so you can instantly start working on her job change, and once Osira comes out, if you want to make her, you can. And then starting on the 20th, and it lasts all the way up to the 21st, if you take any level 34 or below base job character into any town and wait for the pop-up, you can instantly make them a level 50 character. So if you want to be able to get a really high level character really fast, and maybe this is a game you wanted to try, I do recommend that you go and do this. It's worthwhile. It skips so much hassle. I don't know. It's just something that, you know, I wanted to kind of mention. Anyways, we're pretty much out of time, so what we're going to be doing in the next episodes, we're going to be continuing through Route 114, going into Meteor Falls, and hopefully helping out the professor or whatever, and yeah. So, Team Magma, hooray. Anyways, be sure to stay tuned for that. If you haven't already, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and until next time, this is the PokeGamer, signing out.